Along the offensive line for Canton McKinley. At tackle is number 53, Adam Gallagher, a 6'3", 231-pound junior. Now, McKinley's offense is really young. The only senior that starts along the offensive line is at left guard, and that's number 56. And tonight's ball game between Warren Harding and Canton McKinley is underway. Low line drive kick, hits at the 10, fielded by Richards at the 3, runs over the 10-yard line. Richards to the left sideline over the 20, races out to the 30, down the sideline to the 35, and runs out of real estate at about the 30, and he will be the right linebacker. McKinley comes out with a staggered set of McElroy and Richards. Pukansky will hand it off to Bruce Richards. Caught in the backfield and dropped by Corey Stringer at the line. Canton now comes out in an I formation. Johnston to the right along with Burr. They swing out the pass to Burr at the 30. Hit at the 34 and ridden to the ground. And near sideline. And the backs are McElroy and Richards, and they're staggered. They'll run the draw play to Richards. Hit at the 33. Break the tackle. But only gets up to the 35 with a modern. And the punter is Joe Pukansky for Canton McKinley. He stands on his own 25-yard line. Good snap to Pukansky. Punt is away. Wobbly kick heading towards the far sideline. Hits at the 40. Bounces straight up, and Canton McKinley will down it at the Raider 39-yard senior. They will have twins to the right. The back's in the eye. Probit comes to the near sideline. Green takes a snap, hands off to Watley, runs over the 40, keeps struggling over the 42, breaks a tackle at the 45, and Watley runs over midfield into Canton. 94 yards coming into the game. That's an average of 79 yards per game. On a 1st and 10 handoff, this time to Milton Henderson, runs over the 45, wrapped up and brought to the ground just shy of 3. Twins to the near sideline. And they'll have a single receiver to the right, that's Probit, but they'll go to the ground. A little mix-up, handoff taken by a strong Watley, comes to the near sideline, turns the corner, runs over the 40, and is shoved out of bounds at the 30. Now they set up at the Canton 38-yard line. The Raiders now with a double wingback formation. Toss sweep will go to strong Watley. Tries to turn the right corner. Caught from behind, but drags a man down to the Bulldog 35-yard line. Right in the backs are in the I formation behind quarterback Danny Green. The Raiders' opening drive of the night. Handoff goes to Milton Henderson. Big hole off right tackle, runs to the 31, breaks a tackle, gets to the 30, and he's ridden to the ground at the 29-yard line. Milton Henderson and Watley behind quarterback Dan Green. They will hand it off to Watley, runs over the 30, finds an opening, and carries it down close to the 25-yard line, stood up and driven back with Omar Probit. And the backs run up in the eye with Henderson and Watley. Green sets his team down at the line of scrimmage, hands it off to Milton Henderson. A lot of running at the 20. Henderson's at 15, darts outside, and he's tripped up at the 12-yard line. Bulldog 11-yard line. The ball just inside the 12. Green hands it off to Watley. Bounces on the tackle at the 10. Watley at the 5. Touchdown, Harding Raiders. 6:44 to go in the first quarter, and Harding. His holder will be Kurt Miller, and the ball will be placed at the 10. It's going to be a fake. Miller running to the right, throws on the run. It's batted away and almost caught. Now you have a penalty flag on holding against the Harding Raiders. Raiders has been declined. The extra point is no good, and with 6:44 to go in the first quarter, it is now the Warren Harding Raiders 6, the Canton McKinley early. They take their opening drive, move 61 yards in 8 plays, and they score on a run by a strong Watley. The kickoff by Watley down the field, grabbed by Richards, comes to the near sideline, scampers over the 20, races down the right sideline to the 31-yard line, and now McElroy and Richards are split behind quarterback Joe Pukansky. They'll hand it off to Tremaine McElroy, and he finds in his own 32-yard line. Pukansky calls for the snap, good snap, and the kick is away. Angles it towards the far sideline. Nice kick. Probit will let it bounce, and he'll let it go. It hits at the 30, and it will roll inside to the 27 sideline in Simpson and Probit. They'll go back to the ground. Handoff Milton Henderson. The Raider fullback carries the ball over the 35 to the near sideline. Simpson a wing back to the left. Lone setback is a strong Watley. No, make it Anthony Butler. He'll take the toss back, tries to turn the left corner. As he runs over the 35, he has sent Probit to the near sideline, Anthony Morgan. Backs now line up in the I formation behind Dan Green. Green will throw for the first time tonight. Throws out into the flat. Ball is caught by Simpson. Runs over the 45, and he's tripped up to the 46-yard line. Twins to the left. Handoff, Anthony Butler finds a running room, runs over the 50, drags a man down to the McKinley 47. Of Warren Harding execute since the Akron East game. And now on 2nd down and 3, they go to Milton Henderson. He fumbles the ball at the Bulldog 45-yard line. A mad scramble for it, and I think the Raiders recovered it. There's been no indication by Canton McKinley players as far as saying they have that guy formation. The ball just inside of the pup 45. Handoff Henderson has the first down, finds some running room, and gets it close to the 43-yard line. Coming back to the left is Don Simpson. Backs now in the eye. Green straight drop, looks to throw. Has time, pump fakes, goes deep down the right sideline for Probit. Pass is going to be out of bounds. Probit tried to make the adjustment. Twins to the left. Probit goes by himself to the right. They'll go to the ground. Anthony Butler up the middle, runs over the 40. AB down to the 38-yard line. Butler rips off side of the field. Probit and Simpson. Green will hand it off, though. Anthony Butler runs over the 35, fumbles the ball, and Canton falls on it at the... So after the opening 12 minutes, the running backs now will be Bruce Richards and Che Bryant, but Bukanski will throw. Under pressure by Leon Stubbs, fires pass deflected and knocked away. Ahmad Ash got a hand on the football and twins to the right in Burr and Johnston. Bukanski sets his team down at their own 31 on a 2nd down and 10. Play action pass. Bukanski rolling to the right, fires on the run. Pass is short of the intended receiver, Ronnie Burr, and it's short. Halfbacks, they're now split behind Bukanski. He's going to throw again. Bukanski rolling to the right, fires on the run, going down the field for Che Bryant. It sails over his head. A punt here tonight. It's 4th down and 10 for Canton at their own 31, so they are unable to capitalize on the fumble recovery. Bukanski punts it away. Good kick. Sends Probert back to his own 24, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Raiders will start.
Rules, and you may not need us. MedStar EMS, 394-6611. When minutes count, count on MedStar.
Back to action on a 1st down run. Handoff to Mills. 10 now for Warren Harding. The ball just outside of their own 25. Handoff will go to Estron Watley, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped it. That goes wide to the left. Morgan to the near sideline. They'll run Larry Simpson in motion to the far side. Joins Probert on the left. Green will look that way. He's going to be hit and sacked in the backfield at the 20-yard line. And for Canton,
so you've got 6 people trying to block 7 men, and the 1 man got through and sacked the quarterback.
A loss of a little over 6 yards means it's 4th down and 15 for Harding. Shane Preston to punt. Kick is away. Fielded at midfield for Canton McKinley by Donnie Martin. Reverses field at the 43, runs over the Raider 40 to the 35, down the left sideline to the 30, and finally runs out of gas and real. 1st and 10 at the Harding Raider 25-yard line. McElroy and Richards are now back in, and they line up in the I. Bukanski will give it to his fullback, Tremaine McElroy, but finds little running room. Bulls, and they'll have twins to the right in Johnston and Burr. Bukanski looks that way, pump fakes, throws the ball for Mark Johnson. He's open, makes the catch. Touchdown, Canton McKinley. And the Raiders defense, the holder of Mark Johnston. The ball will be put down at the 10. Snap is there. They're going to run a fake as well. McKinley looks to the end zone, throws, passes incomplete. So both teams try a new ball game. It is Warren Harding 6, who is no good, and the game is even at 6. The kick is away. Omar Probert, the deepest back. He will take it at his own 11. Probert runs over the 20 to the 25. Finds a seam at the 30. Probert may go. 40, 1 man to beat. At midfield, Probert's gone. 40 of Cam. Left sideline, 20, 15. Probert to the 5. Touchdown, Harding Raiders. Omar Probert. Watley and Richardson to the near sideline, and now the Raiders do not get the playoff. We have penalty point try. Simpson comes in motion to the near sideline, stops. Green looks to the right, rolling, looking to throw. Sets up, under pressure, going to be sacked and dropped. And the 2-point conversion attempt is met with the Raider kickoff here on AM 1440. Double lead up close to the 14-yard line. Watley's end-over-end kick will be fielded by Richards at the 11. Comes to the near sideline. Bruce Richards finds room with the 25. Breaks it across the grain to the 35. Hit at the 37 and stumbles out to the 42-yard line. So Bruce 42. It's 1st and 10 for Canton. Burr comes to the near sideline. The running backs will line up in the I this time in McElroy, who takes a handoff and carries the ball out to the 44. Bruce Richards was the decoy, and the fullback eye of the Bulldog, 45. Bukanski going to run the right, off to the right. Ahmad Ash hits him. It's a pitch back to Richards. He does his best to elude Donnie Simpson, but the Raiders, and it's going to be a dead ball foul just for that reason right there. It was a late hit against Harding for not, because that's 1st and 10. Canton has the ball at the Raider 40. Handoff, Bruce Richards runs right up the middle, carries the ball down to the 39-yard sideline. And the back's in the I. And now the fullback is Sean Curtis. Bukanski will throw, swings it out to Burr, catches it at the 41, runs over the 40, and he's tripped up by a strong Watley. Gilmore wide to the right. Backs are staggered. Bukanski runs the option to the right, tosses it back to Bruce Richards, tries to turn the corner, going to be caught and dragged to the ground by Donnie Simpson right at the line of scrimmage. So they're going for it. Bukanski under center. 2-step drop, pop pass, caught by Popko, makes it at the 27 and carries it to the 26. Backs in a staggered form. Curtis and Richards. Bruce Richards takes the handoff, but he's going to be wrapped up by LaShawn Daniels and dragged from 10 yards. The ball just shy of the Warren 25. Bukanski, play action pass, throws, passes incomplete. He tried to go back to his tie. Bukanski, play action pass, comes to the near sideline, steps, goes back to the right, hits Che Bryant, who slips and falls at the 25-yard line. Bryant was open, but McKinley brings 3 receivers to the near sideline. Bukanski, play action pass, looks to the right though. Stops, throws, passes caught. Making the catch is Donnie Martin, runs down the right sideline over the 15, and trailing by 6. Harding on top 12-6. For Canton, they go to the ground. Bruce Richards runs it right down the throat. Bulldogs now in a spread set in the backfield. Pukansky going to run the option to the left. Tosses it back to Donnie Martin, carries it to the 5, and he's knocked down by a Strawn Watley at the K. Bryant. Pukansky goes under center. Turns. Runs the option to the right. Sets up, will throw. Into the end zone, has a man open. Pass is knocked away. A Strawn Watley made a good break. Bruce Richards, the lone setback. Lines up at the Raider 11. Pukansky will throw, rolling to the left. Wants to throw, fires into the end zone, knocked away, incomplete! Harding is turned away. As play resumes, the Raiders come out in a stacked I formation, running from their own 4, handoff. Watley tries to spin outside, and he's met at the 3-yard line and driven to the ground. Danny Green sets his team down at their own 3. Green will hand it off to the fullback. Milton Henderson tries to spin out to the 4-yard line. That's what's zone. Here's the tailback of Strawn Watley. Green will toss it back to Watley in the end zone, runs over the goal line, out to the 1, gets out to the 2, possibly to the 3, and with 4, and now penalty flag with 2 seconds. Have 1 second to burn off the clock, but they have the ball at their own 1-yard line. For the Raiders, their 3rd penalty really hasn't pinned against the wall. Green takes a snap, gets the ball to the fullback, Henderson, who just does carry it over the goal line, off the board as the Bulldogs tried every which way but loose to come up with a far Provitt. Now left to right along the offensive line, Jason Flanagan and LaShawn is being spelled by Andre Owens, and did one of those. The running backs tonight have alternated in a Strawn Watley and Anthony in the front. On end is Steve Thompson. Signal. Kick is away. Squibbs it down the middle of the field. Picked up at the 33-yard line, slipping at the 35 is Andre Owens. He is averaging just over 100 yards passing per game. Raiders with a 1st and 10 from their own 35. Mars will throw on 1st down. Sets up in the pocket. Fires. Pass is caught by Provitt. Runs to the 45. Throws to midfield. Down the left sideline to the McKinley 40. Sidesteps the man at the 35 and 15th pass of the season. Raiders with a 1st and 10 from the McKinley 33. Simpson runs in motion to the far sideline. Handoff Henderson. Up the middle. Milt to the 25. Rambles over the 20. Down to the 18-yard line. And Provitt and Simpson. Backs in the eye. They'll run Donnie Simpson in motion to the far sideline. He stops. He'll hand it off to Anthony Butler. Sidesteps the man. Run to the 15. Butler to the 10. Inside. Drags the man to the 5. Down close to the 2. And he might have gotten it to the 1-yard line. Stacked I formation. Mars goes under center. Mars takes a snap, turns, gives to Henderson. Bulls into the line. Gets it down to the 1-yard.
That line surge and just drives it.
Nullbach, Henderson, and now Anthony Butler. Mars tosses it back to Butler. Met in the backfield and ripped to the ground by Bruce Richards, who ran right. They'll run him in motion to the far sideline. Backs again in the I formation. Mars straight drop, 5 steps, throws off his back foot into the end zone for Morgan. Ball's over his head. Mars through, wins to the left for the Raiders. Harding has the ball at the Canton 12-yard line. Mars will throw. Has time. Throws, pass, in and out of the hands of Simpson. Caught it! Touchdown! Oh, what a nice juggling act by Don Simpson. Anthony Butler. Simpson, the tight end, to the left. Mars looks to the right. Comes back over the middle, throws the ball over the head of Omar Provitt, and incomplete against Canton McKinley. And the guilty party is Dan Dillon. This happened. It was a post. Strawn Watley will kick the ball from the Canton 45-yard line. Bruce Richards at his own 1. Low knuckleball kick, hits at the 15, scooped up at the 10-yard line by Che Bryant, comes to the near sideline, running over the 20, has some room as he cuts across the grain to the 25, sidesteps a man, and is finally wrestled to the ground at the 31-yard. Comes on the field for the first time in quarter number 3. Handoff goes to Tremaine McElroy, and he meets a stone wall, and he has stood up right at the directing traffic, has his backs break out of the eye, and now they're in a tandem set. They're going to run the option to the right. Pukansky will keep it. Hit right at the 31-yard line. Kevin Roberts.
Long yardage situation, but the penalty.
And again, the backs are split. Pukansky hands it off to his fullback, Sean Curtis. He barrels out close to midfield in a football just outside of the Bulldog 49. This time the back's in the eye. Pukansky will throw. The left-hander flings the pass out to Ron Burke, catches it in Raider territory at the 47, races over the 45 and dances his way down close to the 40. Only 30 yards per game through the air. And tonight, Camp McKinley has gotten more than that. Now 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll go to the ground. Bruce Richards runs it around the left end, carries the ball over to McKinley. The Bulldogs have the football at the Raider 37-yard line. Wideouts go both ways. They'll go to the ground. Richards runs the ball off left tackle, but Ahmad Ash makes the solo tackle and stops Richards. Raider 37. Twins to the left. Backs are staggered behind Pukansky. He's going to run the option to the right, tosses it back to Bruce Richards. Hit at the 36 and ridden to the ground right there by Don Simpson. Lone running back, Richards. Pukansky pump fakes. Hit as he throws. He's got a man wide open. It's caught at the 7, and Cam McKinley scores a touchdown. Mark John. Goes in. Conversion try by Jack Vincenzio. Or at least we think that maybe a single-point conversion try. We've had a couple of fakes. They will try for the single point. Vincenzio's kick is in the air, and it is the Canton McKinley Bulldogs. Squibb down the field, now holding on to a 5-point advantage. It's 1st and 10 for Harding from their own 33. Mars fumbles a snap from center. It is loose. Canton has the ball. The McKinley Bulldogs, they'll need another one here. 1st and 10 for McKinley. Backs in a staggered set. They're going to run a reverse. Bryant hands it to Ronnie Burr, looking to throw. Burr sets up, wants to throw, now pressed. Running around at the 42. He's going to be dropped at the 43. Oh, great coverage by the Raiders. McKinley. Bulldogs have the ball at the Raider 40. Bukansky will throw. Comes to the near sideline, pressed by Ahmad Ash. Throws, pass deflected, almost intercepted. Third line. Burr to the near sideline. Johnson goes to the right. Bukansky will run the option to the left. Tosses it back to Richards. It's a fumble. The ball is loose. Harding has it. They lost it. They lost it again. It is in Canton territory. The Raiders got it. Warren is in Bulldog territory at the McKinley 46. The Raiders with a spread offense. Mars almost lost the snap. Now hands it off to the tailback. And he almost followed his running back right in the left. Morgan will come to the near sideline. They'll run Larry Simpson in motion to the far sideline, joining Probert on the left. Mars straight drop 7 steps. Under pressure, going to be sacked in Raider territory. He is ridden to the ground by the 8-yard line. Twins to the left. They'll bring Simpson in motion to the near sideline, but he'll stop, joined by Probert. Mars pump fakes. Under pressure, going to be sacked again. This time
too late. The rush was too great.
Shane Preston the punt. He had one punt earlier tonight, good for 30 yards. He fumbles the snap. It is loose. He goes to one knee, and McKinley will start at the Raider 30-yard line on sportsmanlike conduct against Warren Harding, and they'll have Johnston go to the right. Back in the staggered set behind Bukansky. He'll turn. Bukansky hands to Richards, runs up the middle, finds no running room. Stop just inside. Splitting out wide right is Mark Johnston. Again, the backs are in a staggered set. Bukansky will run a play-action pass. To the right, throws down the sideline, pass is caught. It's a touchdown for Canton McKinley, and making the reception. 300. DeLucia Buffet, Elm Road in Warren. McKinley to go for the 2-point conversion. Bukansky, pop pass, deflected and intercepted in the end zone. To go in the 3rd quarter, scoring strike. And for the Raiders, they're having a tough time stopping that. For the McKinley Bulldogs, they kick it away. It's down the field and will be grabbed by Omar Probert at the 20. Runs to the 30, spins at the 35, spins again at the 38, and he's brought to the ground, though, as Cam McKinley finally, Kollenkoff Stadium, and we've got a dandy. Lone running back, Anthony Butler. They'll toss it back to AB. Comes to the near sideline, plenty of running room. Butler to the 45, to midfield, ducks his shoulder, and he's ridden out of bounds. Anthony Morgan comes to the near sideline. Mars will hand it off to Anthony Butler up the middle, over the 45, and he hurdles his way. Again, twins to the right. Backs come up in the I formation. Joe Mars turns, hands it to the fullback Milton Henderson, tries to break one tackle, cannot do so. And the Harding Raiders have the football at the Canton 40. Harding in the I. Mars hands the ball off. Anthony Butler tries to break a couple of tackles and cannot do so. He'll be spun to the ground. Don Martin, the lone single safety for Canton McKinley, standing on his own 12. Shane Preston, good snap. Kick is away. Pooches the ball down the field. Martin catches it at his own 22. Runs the ball to the 25, weaves his way up to the 30-yard line, and he's finally brought to the ground just short. They'll come out in an I formation, and they'll run the football. Tremaine McElroy carries the ball ahead, bulls his way out to the 30-4. The football spotted near their own 38-yard line. Backs are split. They'll go back to McElroy. Off left tackle, runs over the 40, gets the first down, and he's finally knocked dashing first down of the game, and it gives Canton a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Get in the eye. Bukansky goes right back to the fullback, and they went to the well once too often near their own 44-yard line. Bird to the near sideline as the wideout. Backs are in a staggered set. Bukansky will hand it off to Bruce Richards, weaves his way over the 45, and his legs are knocked out from underneath him as he gets into the familiar formation, which they've worked so well tonight. Bukansky under center, wants to throw, swings the pass to Ron Burr. Burr down the left sideline, runs over the 50, does not get Burr. 4th and 2, big play here. Bukansky under center. Raiders showing blitz defensively, and Bukansky calls a timeout.
They need the ball since they are ahead.
And they are going to punt it away. Bukansky, who can quarterback, drifts back to his own 42. No fake, punt is away. Angles it towards the far sideline. Probert lets it roll inside the 20, and it will roll dead at the Raiders' 16-yard line. 10 at their own 16-yard line. Backs in the I formation. Joe Mars under center. Drops the pass. Has time. Throws. Pass caught by Provitt at his own 24. Spins and just goes to the ground right there. Doesn't 2 yards for a first down. Almost 3 to move the 6. Again in the eye, but Mars will throw. Looks to his right. Rolling to his right. Throws on the run. Has a man open. It's caught by Provitt. Slides to the ground at the 28-yard line. Provitt comes to the near sideline. Don Simpson, who lined up as a wingback to the right, will now come in motion to the near sideline. Again, the back's in the eye. They'll stay to block. Mars looks to throw, fires, pass caught by Provitt at the 35, runs to the 40, slips and falls as he crosses the 45, or Omar may have been. Lone setback, Anthony Butler. Simpson comes in motion to the near sideline. Mars will throw. Fires the pass to Anthony Morgan, and it's over his hands and incomplete. Anthony Butler, the lone setback. They'll bring Simpson in motion to the near sideline. He'll stop. They'll go to the ground. Butler hurdles the man, runs to the 50, jukes the man at the 45, down the left sideline to the 40 of Canton, and he's finally shoved out of bounds, and a late penalty. It's a dead ball foul, personal foul against Canton McKinley. Yards. Mars sets his team down. 1st and 10 for Warren Harding. Turns, hands the ball to the fullback, Tim York. York gets it down. Twins to the right. Twins to the left. Spread set. Mars, long time under center, drops the throw. Pop pass over the head of Donnie Simpson. It was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Go Raiders with a double wingback formation. The ball at the McKinley 18. 3rd down. Mars the throw. Straight drop. Sets up. Pump fakes. Looks to the right. Under pressure. Trying to direct traffic. Outrunning a man. Throws on the run. Passes in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Simpson to the right. To the near sideline. Larry Simpson. Andre Owens. Mars. Looks to the right. Sets up. Pass all day. Throws. Pass caught. It's grabbed at the 8-yard line. It's sliding into the 5. Down to the 4. Point. Stacked I formation behind Joe Mars. The big hog line in there. Handoff Henderson. Fights ahead. No gain. Well, Canton did a good job of shutting that off. Daniel, Stringer, Flanagan, Preston, and Cromer. Handoff. Butler to the 3. Touchdown! Harding Raiders. 2:42. And Harding has regained the lead on an Anthony Butler. 4 yards. Provitt and Simpson to the right. Morgan to the near sideline. Mars looks to throw. Under pressure. Fires. Pass into the corner. Caught! Donnie Simpson makes the grab for the 2.
And then a little farther, which makes the play call going to have to be a little different.
And up it. Mars goes under center. Double wingback set for Warren Harding. Mars throws. Off his back foot. Has a man open. Provitt makes the catch. It is good. An outstanding reception.
You threw it for the back line of the end zone. Provitt wins deep.
And at the 2:42 mark, Anthony Butler darts in from the 4 to give the Raiders the lead. 2-point conversion's good, and Harding's on top by 7. Kick down the field. Grabbed by Richards at the 15. Looks for the wall. Hit at the 26. Spun down at the 27-yard line.
Here as they would have liked to for the long ball.
You're listening to the most exciting coverage of area high school football on WRRO, Warren, Ohio, AM 1440. For McKinley, trips to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 28. Buchansky under pressure, throws, pass behind the man, Bruce Richards. Passes in, come to the left. Martin, Burr, and Johnston. Richards the lone setback. Buchansky to throw. Rolling to his left. Being chased by Daniels, and Ash throws on the run. Pass caught by Johnson, and he is drilled at the 39-yard line. But Johnston Bulldogs at their own 39. Trips this time come to the near sideline. Johnston, Gilmore, and Martin. Richards again the lone setback. He'll stay in the block. Buchansky under pressure, throws, pass partially deflected, and it's off the hands of Donnie the football. Looking at a 2nd down and 10 from their own 39. Again with that same formation of trips to the right. Buchansky, short drop, throws the pass to Ronnie Burr, runs down the right sideline. He's going to be spun at the 40, tries to elude a couple of men, but can't do so, and he's driven out of bounds at the 4, joined by Burr and Martin. Again, Bruce Richards remains the lone setback. Buchansky, straight drop. Raiders bring everybody. Buchansky throws it up for grabs. It is incomplete. No one near the ball. The intended receiver was Ron Burr.
To just play it cool, play sound football, and they can't allow anxiety.
Burr splits out wide to the left. Trips to that side. Buchansky going to run the option, though. Tosses it back to Bruce Richards all alone down the right sideline to the 30. Richards cuts back to the 20. Richards to the 10. Richards to the 5. Touchdown, Canton McKinley out at the Raider 3. Takes a snap. Looks to the left. Looks to the left. Penalty flag on the play. He runs the ball. He's going to be hit, dropped. No good. 2-10. It's against Canton. The Bulldogs fail on a 2-point try.
Get to overtime at all in any of the football games.
50-yard line. 2 men are back deep for Warren Harding. And they're standing around their own 28. They'll kick it to the right. The ball is down at the 40-yard line, making the 49, but the Raiders have recovered at the 49. Warren Harding comes up with the arm. Mars goes to the one knee. The Raiders in their victory formation. Canton is helpless. They have expended all of their timers, have ever beaten Canton McKinley here at Mollenkopf Stadium. Again, Mars goes to one knee at Mollenkopf Stadium. The Raiders with an impressive showing. Canton McKinley likewise. But the Raiders tonight just 1 point better. Down to 2 to 1. The game is over. And the Warren Harding Raiders have won it over Canton McKinley. The final score, the Harding Raiders 26. The Canton McKinley Bulldogs 25. And for Warren Harding, a very, very satisfying win. They are now 4-0 here at home, playing under the lights of Mollenkopf Stadium.
Fruit Table, home